How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just got done doing the review on this 2023 Durango Hellcat and now taking it out on the highway. This is so awesome. I'm sure you can see how loud it gets in the interior when you stomp on it, and this thing is a blast. Normally for these POV driving videos, I kind of just talk to you guys and talk about my overall feelings and opinions about the car. If you want to learn more about the specs and everything, definitely be sure to check out the full review. I'll leave a link for that video on top of this video right now. And also I do have to give a quick shout out to Sansone, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, and Ram on Route 1 North in Avenel, New Jersey. I'm actually kind of pulling up to their lot now, and I've worked with Sansone and Toyota plenty of times in the past, and so far, out of my experience from all the different people that I've talked to or helped me out with these videos with their different dealerships in this auto mall, they've all been great. So definitely got to give them a quick shout out there. But yeah, this 2023 Durango Hellcat is essentially brand new. It's actually got 21 miles on it right now. When I took it out, it only had 13. So I've been very, very easy with it. Yes, I know I just did like a little bit of a pull there, and I did a little pull during the review as well on that same stretch of road. However, this isn't going to be like your insane driving POV videos that you normally, I guess, see on YouTube. This is hopefully going to be going to a customer, who knows, maybe one of you guys in the future. But so far, I've definitely been enjoying my time with this new Durango Hellcat. Overall in the review, I know I talked a lot about the concept of Dodge coming out with this Durango Hellcat and essentially just putting a Hellcat drivetrain in a Durango. And I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. I even mentioned in the review that it's essentially like the figurative middle finger to all the different laws that are forcing, these auto manufacturers to kind of make basic cookie cutter, like turbo 4-cylinder crossovers and SUVs. I think it's great that Dodge came out with this, and I think it's awesome that Dodge came out with Ram came out with the TRX. So overall, I do have to say that this Durango is very, very daily drivable and very easy to use. If you're looking for it, if let's say you're a car guy and you have a family and you want something that's cool, this would be like one of, if not the most perfect option for that scenario. I do have to say though that, although it does make 710 horsepower and around 650 foot-pounds of torque, that it does still weigh over 5,500 pounds. So if you're looking for something to like throw you back in the seat, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me because I'm a little bit jaded because I've been lucky enough to film a few very, very fast vehicles on my channel. For me, it's like, it doesn't like throw me back in the seat or anything. Now that being said, something that weighs this much and is this big and has 3 rows of seating, I think it's a pretty damn cool experience, to be honest with you. Now, speaking about the seating and the overall interior, this does have your like red leather seats with the black leather all around. And another little detail that I absolutely love about the interior is the forged carbon. I don't know if it's gonna be able to pick it up, and if as I'm editing it comes out crappy, I'll edit in some B-roll over it. But you have a forged carbon strip right there, forged carbon on all of the door cards, both in the rear and the front, and you also do have forged carbon in this kind of center console here. And also, of course, the 10.1 inch touchscreen infotainment system, which when I filmed a 2016 Hellcat Charger when I first started my channel, and I do have to apologize because that was when I first started on YouTube and the quality of that video is just not that great. But comparing this interior to that 2016 Charger Hellcat, this one feels much better. I know I've kind of ripped on Dodge in the past and Jeep in the past for having like mid interiors, to be honest with you, but this one is very, very nice. Now for the gear selector, you have that kind of traditional weird shaped Hellcat gear selector that pretty much came on all of them ever since they started production on these Hellcats. And I do really like it. You could pop it into manual either through the gear selector or you can use these paddle shifters. I also do have to say, I know I've been a hater of these steering wheel mounted paddle shifters in the past on my channel versus the column mounted paddle shifters. I just love the column mounted ones that stay where they are so much better. But I do really like these. They're kind of basically protruding out a little bit at the top. So when your hand is on the steering wheel, they're very, very easy to use. And also on top of all the kind of regular features that you'd see in basically any modern Hellcat, if you go over to this vehicle button right here, you can see you have performance pages, driving modes, and race options. Now for performance pages, you could literally do your reaction time, your quarter mile, 1,000 feet, and an eighth mile, which is, I think, is awesome. You also do have like a dyno and engine button right here, which actually shows you the real-time power output, which I think is really, really damn cool. And then if you go back here and go into your driving modes, you can kind of then again put it in track, sport, there's a snow mode, a tow mode, or you can actually even customize every single feature that is in the driving mode, which I definitely think is an underrated feature that comes with pretty much all of the Hellcat models that I can think of. So I think that's really, really good. Now, yes, I am driving it in just the auto mode for today. I'm not putting it in track. Actually, no, screw it. I guess I could put it in track for this one little pull here, and it definitely, yeah, it revs all the way out when it's in track. So I'm putting it back to auto. I know, again, in the beginning of this video, I said this car has like no miles on it. So I don't really want to push it that much, but just giving it a little bit of the sauce real quick. This thing is a blast. And I do have to say, you know, this Durango, it is all-wheel drive as opposed to the rear-wheel drive you find in the Chargers and Challengers. Just like the Trackhawks, they're all-wheel drive as well. And I know I'm not launching it again, but I like from that small like roll like taking off when I was going slow, there's no traction issues whatsoever. Between all-wheel drive and its weight, it kind of just hooks and goes, which I think is great. But yeah, before I put any more miles on this brand new 2023 Durango Hellcat, I'm gonna return it back to Sansone's lot here, because honestly, again, it's up for sale. They want to move it, and I don't want to put any more miles on it. But again, if you want to check out Sansone's website, I'll leave them linked down in the description below. All of them that I worked with in the past have been great, and I am obviously very, very appreciative for them letting me take this Durango Hellcat out today. And I know I didn't really go over much of the specs or really get into the details of this new Durango Hellcat. All my notes are here. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head in this video. But again, if you want to check out more, like learn more about the Durango Hellcat, check out my full review on it. I get a lot more in depth in that video. And also, if you stuck to the end of this video, definitely be sure to leave a like, subscribe. All that stuff really does help me out a ton as a smaller car channel on YouTube. But anyways, that's pretty much just gonna be it for me today, guys. Like always, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.